So Bungie decided to create their own extraction looter shooter, and a few days ago they released the new trailer. I see a lot of people that are comparing this game with Escape from Tarkov, and I find that cringe because first off, Tarkov is unplayable garbage piece of shit game where bullets don't work, where netcode does not work, where audio does not work, and that has problems with the cheaters for the past, I don't know, decade, and every single page the game is worse and worse. So even if you decide to compare Bungie's new extraction looter shooter that should be out this year with the Escape from Tarkov, it's pointless, because Bungie is not targeting Tarkov audience. Although Marathon is targeting Team the Tatman, Dr. Disrespect, Ninja, Cloaksy, those guys. The guys that like to play fast-paced games that do not give two flying fucks about their Twitch chat when they're playing the game with their buddies, Shroud included. I think that Shroud is gonna love that game. That's Marathon in a nutshell. It is sharing the same genre that we all love, but that game is sadly not for me. Now, I'm not saying that Marathon is a bad game. I'm not saying that Fortnite is a bad game. I'm not saying that Call of Duty Modern Warfare is a bad game, but they're not games for me. Before I start to be a little bit technical, I just want to point out that if you haven't watched cinematic short movie from the Marathon, I would strongly recommend you to watch it. I do not know how much time it took to make that. I do not know how many people worked on that. I do not know how many millions of dollars they invested into it, but it's a fucking masterpiece. It is so good that right after I was done with watching, I rewatched it on stream immediately. And second time when I watched it, more and more things had sense, right? It's so good. In regards to the graphics and world design, I really do love the aesthetics of the game. It is super clean. The foliage, pay closer attention to the foliage. The thing that the devs did is they disabled the shadows, but the foliage is so smooth and so clean. There is no sharp edges at all, which means that it is gonna be really easy for Twitch to chew or for YouTube videos to chew, which means that the gameplay is gonna look way better than most of the games that are, trying to hit that realism. World design and how they iterated their artistic style with like a realistic render of the world, but complete sci-fi and structures and characters, I love it. Now, it can definitely be more intricate in regards to the details on the models, right? In regards to the details on structures and stuff like that. I've seen people yapping about goddamn glossy materials and God knows what. What is happening is they're using basic materials, slapped with the trim sheets and the decals. With this approach, you can apply the same material on gun, on wall, on floor, on pipe, on spaceship, wherever the fuck you want. You need material, decals, trim sheets that can be applied anywhere. Traditionally, how devs are doing is they are having one material for one model. But in Marathon, they can apply the same material wherever the hell they want. Right. In regards to the animations, I'm disappointed that Bungie did not evolve at all. Currently, there is so many different approaches in the modern game dev industry, how you can approach to the animations, and Bungie decided to go with as simple as it can get. Based on the things that I did said in regards to the world design, I was expecting that the game is gonna have, I don't know, 50 maps that are procedurally generated. So every single time when you enter in the map, there is gonna be a different environment, because with this art style, with this approach, I think that they could do way more than it was shown. I just wish that the world is bigger. I just wish that you spend a little bit more time with exploring. Maybe this map that we watched as a first impression is one of those maps that are really small. I'm having a feeling, I really do have a feeling, like there is a lot that this game can have. I feel the potential in Marathon, I really do. And I think that devs are afraid to overpromise and underdeliver, because gaming community is eager as fuck with judging, just as I'm judging right now. But I really do think that this game can deliver way more. The thing that I'm trying to say is that the way how they decided to build the game, simple animations, simple world design, but really cool aesthetics, sci-fi, so they have a freedom to do whatever the hell they want. They are not locked with how many bolts is on left side of the upper of the AK. They're having complete fucking freedom to do whatever the fuck they want. right? To go as vertical as they want, to go as long as they want, to go as big as they want. Sadly, the things that they did showed, I'm not impressed. The games like this need unpredictability, and the games like this need insane range of random variables that can and might and will happen. Because if it doesn't, the game is gonna go stale real quick. In regards to the gameplay, sadly, there is not that type of a gameplay that I would like to play. The game has no downtimes, right? You spawn on the map, there is 5, 6 points of interest that are stacked on top of each other. There is what, 3, 4 other teams that spawn on you. In the time when you clear the AI, there is gonna be another team on you, and then you kill that team, and then when you loot them, there is another team on you, and then you're out. There is no downtimes. And personally, I hate to play the games without downtimes. I don't think that Marathon is a good game for me to stream. Now, I am sure that there is plenty of the audiences that do like to watch streamers that do not pay attention to the chat and that are talking on the Discord with their buddies. Not my style, you know? And that's the main factor why I do not see myself playing this game. Now, I might be wrong. Maybe I got the wrong impression. Maybe if they flew me over in their studio 5 times to play their game, maybe that opinion would change. But what I have seen, there is just like, you know, fight. It's just constant barrage of action, and I am too old for this shit. I like to win my fights where I'm strategically, tactically positioning and repositioning to kill. That's my style, that's my vibe. And also, a big elephant in the room that you have to pay attention to also. Cheaters. Destiny 2 has cheaters in their PvP mode. And if you haven't heard about it, because PvP community in Destiny is not that big as much as PvE community. The anti-cheat in Destiny 2 is Battle Eye. Do I have to say anything else? And Bungie is making a PvE game that is the game for the cheaters. So I'm a little bit concerned. I'm playing extraction shooters since the Division 1, and I played dozens of extraction looter shooters. Out of all of the extraction shooters that I did play, there is one extraction looter shooter that is actually dealing with the cheaters. One. And that is Arena Breakout Infinite. Even if you get killed by a cheater, you're gonna get your gear back. Go check cheating websites for the Arena Breakout Infinite. There is so many steps that cheat devs have to do that they just give up because they know that they're gonna get caught. One game out of I do not know how many extraction looter shooters I played. That is my main concern. But if the devs do manage to do the cheater problem, although I doubt that they will, and if they keep developing the game to expand the maps, to give different modes like solo queue and stuff like that, maybe, just maybe, I will play it. My genuine prediction of what will happen with the marathon is it is gonna have insane hype for a week or two if they're gonna have Twitch drops that will be extended, but from what I have seen, the game needs more cooking, and if the Bungie decides to be extremely determined and keep developing, I think that this game can be really fucking good. Because I can see the potential. I can see that they built a really strong foundation to build a really good big game. Now, I don't think that is gonna happen anytime soon. That's pretty much it. I hope that you guys enjoyed this one. Here's another video if you wanna check out. I'm streaming on twitch.tv/Euroctic. Thank you guys for watching and see you in the next one. Euroctic, out.